So it's been a few weeks since I've done a weigh and pay haul. Got a couple hours free this morning. They're about to open. Can't really film in there too much. People getting a little uproar over that, but I'll definitely show you what I find. Got plenty of room for it. Let's check it out. All right, well, we're back at the house about an hour later. I took everything, put it here on my table. I'm going to show you real quick what I got. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks since I've done a weigh and pay Goodwill Outlet video. You guys seem to like them and enjoy them, so I'm just going to keep making them. So real quick, here's what I grabbed at the weigh and pay today. All right, whoops. And before I start, let me grab that. I paid $8.42 for everything you see here at the weigh and pay. I got a little less than I normally would. I think I forget how many pounds I got. They were running some kind of special, but this is what I got, under $9. And start out here. This is a Boy Scout knife. Actually, really good shape. All the blades are there intact, no chips on the blades, 100% complete, super clean. I'm thinking $15 to $20 for this guy here. No cracks, really good shape. I find, at least at my Goodwill Outlet, and it depends on the Goodwill, but I tend to find quite a few knives and sharp implements. Many of my local stores will not sell knives, and they'll just put it directly into the bin to take to the Goodwill Outlet. So grab that. Westworld promotional playing cards. I've never seen Westworld. I've heard great things about it. Brand new. I really have no idea. I think I'll put $10 on them and see what happens. The Ungame. I always sell these. I find a couple of them a year. It's kind of a conversation starter game. Very popular with social psychologists and stuff like this. I'll get about $15 for it. Unfortunately, this is empty, but this is a padded fly reel case for a Ryobi fly reel, one of those Japanese-made fly reels. These, if you ever find a Ryobi fly reel, they are incredibly expensive. You're talking a couple $100 typically. So I have the case, super light, and I would imagine somebody with a very high-end fly reel would want a case in case they don't have one. So I'm going to put that at like $20. I typically don't pick up most exercise DVDs, typically. But Bob Harper, if you get the sets, is typically worth picking up. I'll get about $10 to $15 for this. Not a whole lot of money, but it ships media rate, and it's really light. This is a really cool book. I went through all the media. This is the complete book, and that's not a stain, that's just some kind of red fabric. I don't know what that is. This is the complete history, all the possible suspects in the Black Dahlia murder. If you don't know about it, Google, you know what, I'm not even going to open it up because some of the images in here are really creepy. It's worth about $20. I might keep it for my collection. It's kind of esoteric. Well, I don't know if you call it esoteric, but different. Another book. I was very happy to find this. I found one before. I found a signed copy before that's in my collection, and those signed copies can go for $300 or $400 up to. This is Heritage of Stone. This is Jim Garrison. If you don't know who Jim Garrison is, if you ever seen the movie JFK with Kevin Costner played Jim Garrison, the only person to take somebody to trial in the JFK assassination. Totally out of print. This book was actually pretty much a failure, but it is very out of print and very sought after. There's a couple of softback copies going for $100, $200 on eBay. I'll get between $50 and $70 for this softback. I'm very happy to find it. It's in great shape. No underlighting or highlighting. Fantastic condition. Here is, it's one of those things. I typically don't buy these, but it's in great shape. And this particular mount is very light. This is Chuck Foreman of the Minnesota Vikings. This is a signed card. I looked at the signature, looks spot on. Also, on the back here is a personalized, so it's kind of a double signature. Chuck Foreman. I don't know. I'll probably. There's not any mounted cards with plaque on eBay that are signed by him. There's some helmets and some footballs and some other memorabilia. I'm probably going to put this on for $29 with free shipping, and see what happens. My dogs are going nuts. What's going on? Hey, you need to calm down. We're making infotainment here. Yeah. I have no idea what this is worth. I looked it up on eBay and I could not find anything. I don't know if you can, if it focuses well enough on there. This is 1982 Boss Hogg Dukes of Hazzard McDonald's cup. Couldn't find any on eBay. This is just, incredibly light. So I grabbed it. I don't know. I'll put it for, I don't know, $12.95. See what happens. If not, oh well. I always pick these up. This is, well, somewhere on here. It's 1998 Lucasfilm. This is obviously a blaster from Star Wars. Great shape, has a blazer cap on it. About $20. So I always pick those up. And they're always easy to ship because although they look bulky, it's quite light. All right, next, I always look for new in the box items. This is a rubber stamp brayer. I don't know what that is. It's used in arts and crafts and stamping and scrapbooking. I scanned it. It goes for like $18 to $20 in this shape. Almost no weight to it. So that's going in my store. Again, I typically don't buy exercise DVDs unless it's the right circumstances. If you ever find mobility, recovery, or bone strengthening DVDs, always buy them. This guy here, or gal, guy is in the unit, about $20. Here we have a magazine for some kind of rifle. Real metal, folks. It's a real magazine. It's not airsoft. I don't know if it's who's the maker here. Pearson. I don't know if it's NATO 5.56 or exactly what caliber it is. It might go in my personal collection depending if I can use it or not. I'll just hold on to it. Here we go here. This is, and Robin Ruth used to be a hot item. The brand's kind of gone downhill a little bit, but it has new tags. It's a Switzerland Robin Ruth kind of beanie with a little palm. I think they're called pom-poms, aren't they? Aren't those pom-poms? I don't know. But winter's coming, and it's rather light. I'm thinking $15 to $20. I typically wouldn't pick these up. I know a lot of resellers are hot onto Redskins things because they've changed the name. Honestly, I don't think the fact that they're Redskins brings a whole lot of value to it. You have to think of everything that's Redskins that's out there currently. People aren't popping on these all over the place, but they are Lamont, or am I saying it right? Wells Lamont, sorry. Really, really good, high quality thermal gloves. When I worked inside of a dairy quite a long time ago, Wells Lamont, always the gloves you wanted. They always kept you warm. I'm going to put these up on eBay right before the start of fall. I'll put them up for like $19.95. We'll see what happens. Hurley Brand Hat. I haven't seen this specific one, but it's in really good shape. I don't know if you would call this tie-dye or not, but put $20 on it. Titleist needs washed, but it's the Ryder's Cup Titleist hat. It is a fitted hat, and it's going to be a medium large. I've sold these Ryder Cup fitted hats before for about $15. We got ourselves a Pendleton. This is an extra large. This is a newsboy style hat. I've never sold a Pendleton hat this style before, so I really have no idea. But do some more research on that. You're thinking, why would you want this hat? Well, let's look at it. This is a signature series, Levi Strauss. Always, if you ever see a plain hat like this and it says Levi Signature Series, always pick them up. Not a huge amount of money, but about $15. Patty Irish Whiskey hat, about $12 to $15. Walther, or Walter, depending on how you want to say it, arms. And I have a couple of these hats actually. Not a whole lot of money, like $12, $15. It needs washed and pressed. But this is actually how my last name used to be spelled before about 1893, when my family came from Switzerland to the United States. They dropped the H, and now it's Walter instead of Walter or Walther. So I just always kind of have an affinity for that. RVCA hat, about $15 to $20. Harley Davidson little toddler beanie, needs a lint roller rolled over, but it's in really great shape. These little beanies I get about $12 to $15 for. And then finally, we have ourselves in really great shape. This is a Seth Thomas Westminster model Mantle Clock. Really great shape. No nicks or scratches or anything. The only downside to it is that it is, in fact, a modern battery-powered mechanism. And the chime does work well. If this was a keyed wind-up Westminster style Seth Thomas clock, you'd be looking at maybe $200, $250. This guy, I haven't found too many of them, but I'm probably going to put it anywhere between $50 and maybe $75 and see what happens. There's a little bit of weight, but compared to a traditional wood clock this size, there's not a lot of weight. So yeah, that's the last find of the day. So yeah, that's what I found in about 2 hours worth of, actually about an hour and a half of checking my weigh and pay out. I've been going a lot lately, probably every other day. It's not far from where I drop my wife off to work, so it makes sense to go to. So those are my finds, and I'll let you guys know at a later date how some of this stuff sold for. Until then, we'll catch you later.